Coming in on a wing and a prayer. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. Though there's one motor gone, we can still carry on. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. What a show, what a fight. Yes, we really hit our target for the night. How we sing as we limp through the air. Oh, look below, there's our field over there. With our full crew aboard and our trust in the Lord, we're coming in on a wing and a prayer.
Hi, I'm Debbie Ernest, event coordinator at the Military Aviation Museum, and I'm here today on our second annual Warbirds Over the Beach with our museum director, David Hunt. David has some questions. I think there's some things that people would like to know.
Yeah.
So I said this is the second year of our Warbirds Over the Beach air show festival.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell us a little bit about what this is about, Warbirds Over the Beach?
Okay, I mean, really it's to show off a collection of World War II planes that we have, these are our prop planes. We have a collection now of over 30 planes here at the museum. And the idea is once a year to be able to fly all of those planes. We get special waivers from the FAA to be able to do this. So it's very important that today we can get all of those planes in the air. We spend a long time putting this show together. We have to bring in a lot of pilots from out of town, as well as a few planes from out of town. We've had a great crowd today, we've had great weather today, and you know, so far it's been absolutely a great show.
Now this is a two-day event. This is the first day of the two-day event.
Right.
Do we have any, are there new planes this year from last year, from the people who came last year for the Warbirds?
We're probably going to get a bit of competition with some planes in the background here, but that's fine. But we have a few new planes flying in. I mean, one of the stars today is obviously our Dragon Rapide, which has recently been rebuilt in New Zealand. It arrived in the United States just over a week ago, and it's been a real scramble to be able to get the plane put together, and it only flew in yesterday. So pretty spectacular plane, which has been painted and upholstered in King Edward's colours, and you know, we hope to be flying it here and using it down at the museum on a regular basis.
So they're not only just planes from the U.S., but from other countries, right?
Yeah, I mean, the planes we'll be flying today and the planes that people can see here today, obviously we have a big collection of American planes, but also a large collection of British and European planes, some German, some Russian. So you know, a good selection of trainers, fighters and bombers.
You know, I don't think a lot of people might realize that we're a nonprofit museum, and our pilots that we have, give us an idea of what type of pilots that we do have flying these planes for us.
We really couldn't run this museum without the volunteers we have, and this actually applies to a lot of our pilots as well. You know, we have on hand probably 10 to 12 pilots, but today we need more like 20 to 25. So a lot of people come here just to have the opportunity to fly our planes, you know, from all over the United States. But yes, I mean, the volunteers give a lot of time here at the museum. We probably have close on 300 volunteers here for this air show, which you know, we couldn't run it without.
What else besides the air show portion? Since it's a two-day event, what else is going on here to make it a festival?
I mean, a lot of people, I guess, do come here, you know, to see the planes. But at the same time, we have a wonderful group of reenactors that come. There are over 30 units with some 300 reenactors that are attending Warbirds over the beach this year. Again, they are representing units from Russia, Poland, Canada, Britain, and obviously from the United States. And a lot of these reenactors travel around the country, and from what I'm hearing to the guys that are here, they're seeing this as one of the main venues because of the big selection of period planes that we have here. So that's a real plus. Also, obviously, a big part of this show is our period entertainers. You know, we have the American Bells, we have Frank Sings Frank, we have the Abbott and Costello crew. So a lot of these guys are doing that period thing of the 1940s. So it's very important for them to come together, and we spend a lot of time. They're here for the whole 2 days, and this evening we have a dance which will go on till 10 o'clock this evening, which hopefully people will be coming along in period clothing. We have a period like Glenn Miller type, military band, and a lot of people are coming in costume, and it should be a lot of fun.
I know it's a great family event, isn't it?
Right.
All day,
right.
and then into the evening. It could be a nice adult evening with dancing, and so we have a little bit of everything here for the air show weekend.
Right. I think also one of the things that we have got is the amount of vendors that have come this year. We've had vendors that have come in from Ohio, Pennsylvania, and we've had a great selection of people. They've heard how big this show is, how successful the show is going to be, and they wanted to be part of it. It's only our second year, but it's already getting a national exposure, which is really good and really important for us.
I'm so happy to introduce, he's our museum founder, Mr. Gerald Yagan. He's a hard man to catch, so we only have a couple minutes to just say hi to him and talk to him. Mr. Yagan.
Debbie, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Welcome to our air show. And this is May 2010, and it is a fantastic air show. The airplanes that we've got, the new airplanes that we've acquired in the last year to come here are some wonderful airplanes. We have the Dragon Rapide that is in the markings of His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince Edward VII from the 1930s. The Prince of Wales at that time had a Dragon Rapide painted in the royal colors, and ours was restored in New Zealand in the last 2 years. It arrived here in Virginia Beach 1 week ago, yesterday, and we put it back together again in 1 week. And it's flying today at Warbirds over the beach. We also have a Newport 27 that arrived day before yesterday, and it's flying. That's going to be used in our World War I air show that's going to be this September, the last weekend in September, biplanes and Zeppelins. In addition to that, we have some visiting airplanes. We have a Dauntless dive bomber and SPD, and many other people have brought their airplanes here for the weekend. The weather is wonderful. The sun is shining. Last year we had a little bit of rain. This year we're having beautiful
perfect.
weather.
I know it's perfect this year, isn't it? And I don't think a lot of people realize that you're one of the pilots as well. You're out there doing the air show as well with the other pilots.
And that's the only reason that these airplanes are here.
That's right.
I asked somebody about 13, 14 years ago, could I fly his airplane? And he said no. So I said, well, I guess I have to buy my own airplane. And one airplane went to 2 airplanes and 3 airplanes. And what you see around here now is a wonderful weekend, a reenactment of the Second World War, and the music, the airplanes, and the people that remember the better times of the war years.
Mm-hmm. I know it's like we took a step back in time when you come through this, and everybody enjoys it from young to old. The other thing is that a lot of people don't realize that we're slowly growing, and we're building some other hangars, and this show will be bigger and better every year.
Next year, we hope to have 5 additional buildings here. We're going to have our maintenance facilities moving from Suffolk, Virginia to the airport here. The first of 3 warehouses are going to be built. And then we are building a 15,000 square foot all wood World War I hangar. In addition to that, we're also building a World War II Luftwaffe hangar that we got from Cottbus, Germany. We disassembled it, brought it here to Virginia, and that's going to be erected here at the airport. We are also building a control tower from Gox Hill. Gox Hill is an air base in England. It's the first air base taken over by the American Armed Forces, and in 1942 and we've taken apart brick by brick, and we're brought it here to the Virginia Beach Airport. And next year for Warbirds Over the Beach next May 2011, all these new buildings will be erected, and a bunch more airplanes will be here. The ones that are in storage over in Suffolk, Virginia, that we were not able to get started early enough on in order to fly this year. So it's going to be even a better year next year, but this one is a pretty good year.
I think it's great. I mean, for our second one, it's doing great.
Yes. So now
Okay.
I have to
I'll
go
let you
get
go.
ready. I've got a Mustang calling me, and I have to pre-flight it, and we've got to go
Okay.
flying.
Thank you, Mr. Egan.
Thank you.